golfj.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Golf J podcast on golfj.com. I'm Jim Sinacropi alongside the birthday boy Rhett Taccone inside the Finger Lakes 1.tv studios in Seneca Falls, New York on Monday, March 7th, 2016, where tonight we'll be talking about Adam Scott's second straight win at the World Golf Championships Cadillac on Sunday. We'll review the Oontz Portable Speaker system. We'll give you our fantasy golf picks for the Valspar. And we'll have a chance for you to win a Golf J golf hat if you're the first to answer this week's trivia question. So happy 19th birthday,
yeah,
right?
19. I feel 19. I'm 44 going on 21, you know? And so you only look as old as you're only old as you look and feel.
So you might finally be able to shoot your age for 9.
Exactly. I hope to shoot better than my age for 9 most times this year. We'll see.
Well, on the PGA Tour this week, all the focus being on the young guns for the past year, pretty much, and all of a sudden, a former young gun who is now, not
30-somethings are coming back. I like it. It's not just these 21-year-olds anymore.
Adam Scott claimed his second WGC title, and the first 2 legs of the Florida swing, winning back-to-back, the Honda Classic, now at Doral. Not since Tiger Woods in 2001 has a player won back-to-back weeks in Florida. So, think about that. That's been a while.
Well, not to mention, too, at Doral. You knew something was going to happen on Sunday. Doral is such a tough course. They don't call it the Blue Monster for nothing, but I was fortunate enough to play that course a bunch of times when I lived in Florida, and shot some of the highest scores I've ever shot in my life on that course. So I just kind of knew that. Well, Rory, he's always strong from the top. He's only lost twice until yesterday when leading after 54 holes, but you just knew something was going to happen. I thought maybe Bubba. But, Adam Scott, not a surprise there. The guy goes 650 some days between wins, and then he goes 7 days between wins. So he's rounding into form just at the right time.
Yeah, McIlroy led by 4 shots at one point, but he couldn't make a birdie after that. And his only birdie of the final round came at the 16th hole, and by then he was had bogeyed 3 holes and fallen out of the lead. So.
And that's one of the shortest holes on the course. They cut the whole left side, and they all try to drive the green. So. That's probably the easiest hole to birdie. So
much for the long putting woes. The long putter for Adam Scott. Everybody's worried about. He's won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Highest player in the world, and I personally think that he wasn't that great with the long putter.
No, he look at some of the tournaments that he was in contention or leading down the end, and he missed some key putts. He did get the Masters with it, but he lost the Open with it and a few others. So I think. For a guy like him, with all the talent that he has, the putting style shouldn't matter to him. He hits the ball so well.
And you get rid of that long putter, now all of a sudden it's a fresh start with the short putter. So
it seems to have helped him.
Going back to back against the field that he went against the past 2 weeks, especially this one this week at the WGC, World Top 50 field there.
Yeah.
You can tell that both physically and mentally he's ready to go. So
he's definitely ready. And he won the Tigers tournament too, didn't he? Didn't he play well in that tournament over at the Ocean Club or wherever?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he did win.
I know he did well there. I know he lives over there, and so he's been playing well the last 3-4 months. So
4 years ago, here's something to keep in mind. Bubba Watson finished second at Doral. And won the Masters a month later. 2 years ago, he tied for second at Doral and won the Masters a month later. So maybe early indicators leaning towards another green jacket for Bubba.
I tell you, him, Phil, who's playing well, obviously Adam Scott. We were talking to 30-somethings, these older guys. They're all coming, it's a month away. It's a month from this week, and they're all playing well right at the right time. So, I don't think we're going to just be talking about a big 3 when we come to Augusta in a few weeks. I think there's going to be about 6 to 8, maybe 10 guys that have a real solid shot at winning this thing.
Third top 5 and 6 starts for Phil this season, and Danny Willett also 3 top 3 finishes in the World Golf Championship events within the last year. So he's another guy to keep an eye on. Absolutely. And somebody maybe you don't want to worry about too much about is Stephen Bowditch right now. He shot 4 rounds, all 4 rounds, no cut this week.
Struggling.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
the first time a player has recorded 4 rounds in the 80s in a single event since Mike Dunaway did it in 1983 at the Panasonic Las Vegas Pro Celebrity Classic. And I don't even know if Panasonic's, is that still a brand? Do they make things?
I don't know. That's a good question. They probably were bought by somebody. Maybe Oontz bought them.
So, also, I don't know if you noticed this week, but Jordan Spieth was wearing some new Under Armour golf shoes, and they'll be available to the public in April.
They're kind of being secretive about the look, though. I mean, you can see him on his feet, obviously, but you know, in some pictures I've seen, it's kind of shadowed and stuff. They're kind of waiting for that Masters Week debut, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they're like all Under Armour stuff. There'll be some meshy, you know, stretchy. Yeah. They should be pretty comfortable. You know,
probably colorful. Probably able to get them in a few different colors. You know, Under Armour, they're coming along now. They're delving into the golf shoe business. They better step up their game, though, because the Nikes and Adidas of the world and the Echoes.
And what about the FootJoys? You know, when you think golf shoes, that's how they worry about is golf shoes. Under Armour has this whole complete product line, and now they're going to try some golf shoes. But when you sign the #1 player in the world,
you got to get them some shoes.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll look for those in April. Try to get a pair in here and put them on our feet. So. But a product that we do have in studio with us right now would be this bad boy here, this tiny little triangle that is not necessarily just a golf item that we're going to review, but it's a speaker. It's the Oontz Portable Speaker, and it's you've been toying around with it.
You know, saw it at the PGA show and went up to their booth and we're talking to them. And you know, when we do review stuff on the show, it's usually golf stuff. But you know, this has a golf kind of catch to it. It's so small and portable. You can put this right in your golf bag. It comes with a nice carrying case. And you can take it over to the range. It's Bluetooth compatible, and it's a rechargeable. So you plug it into your computer or you plug it in at home before you take it out, and you don't need any batteries for it. You can take it to the range. You can even take it on the course if you're out for a casual round and it's quiet out there and you just want some music. It fits right in the whole cup holder on your golf cart. Or again, you can just put it right on clip it on your bag and go. It's a great sound. I mean, honestly, it's as good as a Bose quality sound that you could possibly want. So it's something that you can take with you wherever you want to go. It's waterproof, and you can also put it by the pool or at the bar at the house. Whatever you want to do with it. It's got many functions, and it's only $30.
$29.99, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah,
because it delivers, like you said, Bose quality sound.
It does, and I'm not just saying that because they sent us one. It really does. I was shocked. I plugged it in at work, and the quality in my office was perfect. And I'm looking forward to getting it out at the range and maybe out on the course, for some Sunday rounds.
Another thing I like is just since it is Bluetooth compatible and you can connect things on your phone to it, you can listen to podcasts while you're hitting balls.
Absolutely.
And you can take it from, you can have it sitting by your bed at night, and you can put it in your car when you leave, and then take it on the course with you. It's it's really that's the thing. Look at
very
this
versatile,
very light and small, but packs a big sound. I think this is a great product. Yeah, I'm going to get myself 3 or 4 for $29.99.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal. You can't go wrong with that for the quality.
They have a bigger one. That's 120.
3XL or something like that.
Yeah, I can't recall the price off the top of my head. It's bigger though, but that almost defeats the purpose to me. And you can also take a couple of these things and pair them. So.
Yeah, you can have surround sound in your house, even in the kitchen or in the living room, whatever you want to do. It's a great product, and you guys should check it out. Oontz.
Yeah, the rechargeable battery will last you up to about 7 hours, and you can check it out at. They're also splash proof, dust proof.
Yeah,
they're rated for.
They did their homework.
You can't submerge it in water, but if you get
it's splash proof and things like. So if you're by the pool and something gets splashed on it,
or the hazard,
it'll hand it. Yeah, or don't want to drop it in the golf hazard, water hazard.
TheOoontz.com, TheOoontz.com, $29.99. I mean, how many people are leaving this podcast right now to go place an order?
They should
for $30.
No doubt about it. Go get it.
So, speaking of things that you can. Get delivered to your home. How about a GolfJ.com golf hat?
We've had a lot of winners so far, and they're all very satisfied customers of these hats.
All you got to do is be the first to tweet your answer to this week's trivia question to @thegolfj on Twitter, and we'll get in touch with you and get one of these hats out to you. But the question this week is, when was the last time that a tour winner has won on consecutive weeks? Not Adam Scott. He just did it. Before that, when was the last time it was done? We'll have the answer for you at the end of the show.
So, Jim, you got a few golf tips for us today?
I just have one.
Just one tip?
And it was a tip I picked up this week that I thought was a pretty interesting tip. It got me thinking. It's a simple tip. When you get to the first tee after, or even your practice range, but you sit at work, you're slouching in your desk all day.
You want to sit up? Oh, jeez.
Or even when
posture better.
Even when even if you don't slouch at your desk all day, when you get over the ball, try to make yourself 1 inch taller.
A little taller.
Instead of consciously just try to make an inch isn't that much, so you don't need to stretch yourself all up. Take your normal stance and then get about an inch taller. And being 1 inch taller will decrease pressure on the discs and ligaments. It'll improve your lower and upper core muscle strength, allow your hip joints to rotate properly, which will provide more power and stability through impact of the swing and reduce the risk of injury. And it's just, like I say, just a little minor inch might make the difference for you in both avoiding some chronic injuries, but also hitting the ball better.
I'm all for it if it'll help with the joints and ease up on the hips, because 44 today, so I got to do whatever I can do to loosen up a little better. So I like it. I'm going to try it.
So
maybe Wednesday.
Yeah, well, that's the next thing, is that we're up here in upstate New York, and it's the beginning of March, and we're making plans to golf on Wednesday because it's going to be upper 60s, maybe 70s.
We're getting a break.
I mean, are we here? Is this season here?
I think so. I think we're ready to roll. Let's start getting on the course, making our plans.
Yeah, I mean, up here in the Northeast, we love El Nino.
Absolutely. Because it's been great to us this year. I mean, we got about 6 inches of snow total. We'll take it.
And golfing on March, it'll be March 9th, and really you could golf tomorrow too.
But we golfed in December.
Yeah.
And I know I didn't, but I don't know if you did. But
I didn't golf in January.
A couple of our guys did in January and February. So
I took January, February off.
Yeah.
But now it's March. It's time to go.
Roll. Yeah. No more sitting on the couch.
Well, they're not having any. They've been golfing for a long time down in Florida this winter, and the PGA Tour stays in Florida for the Valspar Championship at Innisbrook Resort at the Copperhead Course, Palm Harbor, Florida. $6 million purse. Last year, Jordan Spieth won it. 2014, John Senden. 2013, Kevin Streelman. 2012, Luke Donald won it.
Yeah.
So this field not as good as last week's field, obviously, at the World Golf Championship, but Jordan Spieth is defending. Oosthuizen will be there. Patrick Reed, Matt Kuchar, Brandon Grace, Jason Duffner, Charles Schwartzel kind of headline the field. Justin Thomas is playing. Stephen Bowditch is playing, but he shot 480s last week.
He might only be playing on Thursday and Friday.
So select him this week in your fantasy games at your own risk. Rhett, who do you have for your pick this week?
Well, like you said a second ago, he won it last year, and I like where he's at. I got to go with Jordan Spieth. He won last year. He's coming around. He had a couple bad weeks a few weeks ago, but he won out in Hawaii, and I think it's about that time for him to start rounding into form, getting ready for Augusta.
Yeah, he worries me a little bit.
I like Jordan.
He worries me. He worries me.
Yeah, I know you don't want to go with him, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm going with for my winner, Harris English. This guy.
There you go.
Top 10 last week. Top 3, tied for 10th last week.
Right.
Tied for 3rd at the Phoenix Open. Right. Made all 5 cuts so far in the 2016 calendar year, and that's why I'm going with Harris English is my pick this week.
With or without the tee in his mouth?
Well, he'll need that tee to put it in the ground, but whatever works, I really do. I'm feeling high on Harris English this week. And then my solid play for you guys this week is Danny Willett. Tied for 3rd last week at the Cadillac. This Englishman is I think he's that next guy to kind of bump into that upper echelon guy of the best golfers in the world. Wow. And then my sleeper this week is Jim Herman. You can get him for about $6,300, I think, on DraftKings this week, and he tied for 17th at Pebble a couple weeks ago. missed the cut at the Honda, but made 8 of 11 cuts so far this season. And hey, this is a sleeper, you know. So
yeah, you got to reach a little bit.
Good player. So how about your solid play and sleeper?
Well, I'm going to go with Patton Kizzire for my solid play. He's had 3 top 10s. He's made 8 of 10 cuts this year, and he's playing, you know, about where we thought he would play when the fall season started. He was doing well then, and he's continued that on into you know, this middle part of the season, so to speak. My sleeper is Daniel Summerhays. I just got a feeling about him this week. He had a few good tournaments in the fall, and you know, I think he's ready to, you know, make a move as well.
I noticed you had Tony Finau at first, and you pulled him off there. He you know, a few months ago, he was like one of the top 10 guys on DraftKings, you know, dollar amount. Now he's a bargain.
Yeah, you can get him for a bargain, but you just don't know with him right now. I don't know.
He's missed 3 or 4 straight cuts.
You know, I want to stay with him, but you know, if I'm trying to give people a good advice and solid advice, he's not playing well right now. So I'd cool on him a little bit until further notice. So that's my picks, and we got to see. You know, we'll have to start the points back up and see how we do each week, so we can keep this running tally of how we were doing.
Yeah.
We hadn't done, you know, I got you the first week, and we haven't done it since. So, well, we got busy with the PGA show and all kinds of other stuff, so it's all good.
So I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but there's a lot of crazy like beards going on out there on the tour, and Ricky Fowler just got a tattoo where it's noticeable, and you know, the PGA Tour always so concerned about their image. Do you think that the PGA Tour is going to like have some standards here in terms of, you know, you're looking at Graham DeLay out there looking like a lumberjack, Shane Lowry, Dustin Johnson, even Jason Day, all rocking beards, and now Fowler with a tattoo. I mean,
you know, we've said it before. These guys are younger. They express themselves. They are independent contractors. I don't know how much we can really control their facial hair. You know, besides you and I got some going too, so I don't really have anything against it.
Yeah, well, nothing Graham DeLay
but not going that far. No James Harden's here.
So Andy Passner, the executive vice president and chief of operations for the PGA Tour, said, "Our approach and attitude about it when it comes to personal grooming is that if you look at yourself in a mirror and imagine you're going out on a date or a sponsor function, would you be proud walking in the way you look?" So they are pretty much leaving it to the players.
Yeah, I guess those guys would be proud the way they look.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm proud of the way I look. How about you?
Well, we're both 44, and you might have asked me that 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's true.
So the answer to this week's trivia question would be the last time that a tour winner won consecutive times like Adam Scott just did. And did you know this one?
No.
It was going back to what year? 2014 when Billy Horschel did it during the FedEx Cup.
During the FedEx Cup, yeah, that was.
A lot of times our trivia questions are really hard. You have to go to Google, you know, to find it. But this one, I think somebody might have had it and tweeted it. So we'll check that after the show.
Yes, I didn't give that one a whole lot of thought, but yeah, that makes sense now. FedEx Cup, he was on a roll.
So. Yeah, that'll
do it for this
week.
That's
about another edition of the GolfJ.com podcast. Connect with us online at Twitter at the GolfJ. We're on Instagram at _GolfJ. And you can search for us on Facebook. Just search for GolfJ.
And just like us.
Yeah, and all our episodes and the best of the wide world of golf on the web can be found at GolfJ.com. We'll be back next Monday with another episode. Until then, go low and hit them long, not often.
GolfJ.com